Hey, what's up, guys? This is T-Bone here, and we are back with another stream for Legendary Game of Heroes. So I actually, I joined my guild a few weeks ago. I wanted to check it out and see what it was like. Then I joined the guild, just kind of helped them out a little bit and stuck around. They kept me, which is good. And I didn't play last event, and I had some time today, so I thought, okay, well, it's it's Tuesday and there is a new deck that's out. It is a Dark Commander deck, and so I thought, why not? Let's take a look at the cards. Let's take a look at what we've got here, and I might as well talk about the cards I used. I probably will use, given the cards I have, even though I've missed a few months there. And so let's take a look and see what we get here. Ferris, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me here. Okay, so let's take a look and we'll see. And because I was able to join a guild, I was able to get a couple of a little bit of gems there. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the cards. It is a Dark Commander event. Let's see. So this is the ultimate form, Lost Covenant. It's Beast Killer, and the art is pretty interesting. I enjoy this kind of art here. This appeals to me a bit, right? And so battle skill. Midnight Procession converts all non-dark power gems to dark power gems and upgrades all dark power gems by 2 ranks. Then creates 14 dark power gem 7s and increases self-damage by 300% for 1 turn. Now this is very, 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 very similar to, I think, the last deck I really played before I stopped playing, and that was the Fire Commander deck. Let's scroll all the way to the top here so we can see the comparison. And the Heretic Hunters, which is the fire version of this, or I should say the dark version of this deck, it's exactly the same, right? So you have the conversion of the power gems to its own color, and it upgrades by 2, and it creates 14 power gem 7s. The difference here is the Heretic Hunters increase self-damage by 275%, whereas this particular deck will increase it by 300%. So you're going to get a little bit of additional damage out of this particular deck. Has the same passive for increasing the dark gem drop rate at the beginning of every single turn, and it also heals. So once per turn, it'll heal for 6,660% of the heal recovery. Funny that they're using 666 as the number here for the increase. And then it is a beast killer, so it does also have the beast killer boost. Right. So as far as the deck goes, because it is very similar to Heretic Hunters, it will deal quite a bit of damage, knowing that is how the red deck works. And so this is definitely a deck that will be pretty good. And let's see, it also counters Panic as well as Might, which are not exactly the most difficult skills to deal with. And so so it feels like the event will probably be a little bit simpler just in terms of like what you have to deal with. We can take a look at the Master Collection card here, Raziel. So it also converts the non-dark power gems and then upgrades by 2. So just having the Master Collection card and the Ultimate Form, you're going to be able to upgrade your gems by 4 ranks. Okay, and so you'll want to activate this card after the Ultimate Form, which creates 14 power gems 7s, so you can upgrade this up to 9s. This one also Dispel. Might and Panic are the 2 that we are going to deal with here. And Temptress is the ultra rare card. It creates 14 power gem 6s, and the passive ability will also increase. So if you're going to play the whole deck here, you're going to want to activate your Ultimate Form. Well, you're going to have to activate your Temptress first, then your Ultimate Form, and then your ultra rare card. You want to activate the cards that do just upgrades last, and then you want to do ones that just create power gems first. So then you have this order. That way you can optimize the power gems that you do upgrade. And then finally we have armor. So we have Panic, Might, and Armor. So Armor is going to be one that will be a little bit tricky. If you don't dispel it, then your damage won't be able to get through, and so that is one to worry about. And then we have a Shadowfang, which is the event card, and this one upgrades 5 power gems, dark power gems by 1. And then also increases self damage. So in terms of like a card utility here, this card is not too bad. And I know that the deck is going to be relatively strong, which is pretty good. And then we have the support card here, which is Umbral Charmer. Okay. and it destroys all non-dark gems. So couple that with increase of the drop rate, the idea is that you would just be filled with dark gems all the time. So if you put all of these together, you should expect it to get quite a bit of gem crush here. Although I still feel that, you know, the moderately, massively, all of these non-numbered increase in the drop rate still doesn't compare to when they give you a straight up number like, you know, 60 stack or whatever it is numbers. Those I feel you usually get more. So this is sort of a balance. Like, you're not going to just get like rainfalls of like dark gems, but you're going to see more of it as you play. So I do have some gems here. I didn't actually play last event, so I have some gems saved up. So might as well take a look and see if I open up a couple of tiers here, what I get. So might as well go for that. Let's go ahead and do this. So let's go ahead, and it looks like they've updated the graphics a little bit for the vault as well. So I got the ultra rare card, which is the Enchanting Empress. I got an ultra rare card, but that's not the card of this actual event. Although that is a very good card, so I could at least upgrade my. Oh no, the Enchanting Empress. Yeah, this is an ultra rare card, so I could at least, you know, probably upgrade my old ultimate form to at least 1 star higher. All right, let's go on to the second tier here. I think I could probably go up to 4 tiers with the amount of gems I have. So let's just see what we get here. And that's the Umbral Chamber. That's the support card. And I got the ultra rare card this time, so that's good. I got the ultra rare card last time when I did this as well, so that's cool. So I get the ultra rare card on tier 2. Quite unexpected, actually. And let's keep going. I guess we'll go to 3rd tier. I think I can go up to tier 4. Let's see. All right, and so we get ourselves the Soul Reaver. That is the relic. That's the regular relic, right? And we get ourselves another support card. Everything is just like bang, bang, bang. And so another gold card, which is the main event relic. Okay, so that's tier 3. All right, so 2 relics and a support card. So far so good, right? Okay, yeah, I can go to tier 4, so let's just go for that. And let's see what we get here. So tier 4 is, I think, another relic, right? That you're expecting another relic. Yeah, so I get three main relics here. That is the. I guess I also need to take a look at the ultimate relic and see what it does. Shadowfang, that's the main hero. Self-assured successor. I think that's like an ultra rare card of the noble family, right? And that's it. Okay, so I actually got quite a bit of the what would have been a gold card, right? So this is the self-assured successor, and I can't remember if it's the master collection card or the ultra rare card, but this one will increase all noble killer skills, right? So this actually helps a bit. All right, so no ultimate form, and I don't have a card that gives me upgrade. I do have cards that give me a 14 power gem 7s, I guess, right? And so now if I were to take a look at this deck, and if I were to give a honest opinion based on my understanding of the game, what I would think about this, I think that it's, I know that it's a very strong deck because I used to play with Heretic Hunters. And so Temptress will create 14 power gem 6s, and as an ultra rare card, it's good in that it creates power gems, but it's weaker than the counterpart, right? And the counterpart is the one that actually does the upgrade. And so if you had to choose between the two, I think if you generally wouldn't have a problem with power gem spawners, but you wouldn't have as many options for upgrading. And so what I did was I used the store for Proving Grounds, and I went ahead and I got myself the Earth Shaking Colossi because I was just missing the Master Collection card here. And what this card does is it's also a Beast Killer deck, right? So you can use this for the boost. You can upgrade 7, so it doesn't upgrade everything, and it only upgrades it by 1, right? But it's still better than nothing, and it also increases Dark Commander damage by 60%. And so I think that card is going to be good. Another good card that you're going to want to use is any card from the Defraggers deck, because the defraggers also creates power gems. It also dispels buff, so this is going to be especially useful if you're going up against armor, because armor is the one that you're going to really have a hard time with, and it cleanses panic. Panic is not really a big deal. It just makes you have less time to do your gem matches, and that's not generally an issue. It also increases your own debuff, your own damage by 50%. And then it does create power gems whenever you attack. You can't silence it. And then there's just going to be a lot of dark gem drop rate increase with this setup here. And so I think defragger is going to be a good option. And if you're going to use defraggers, which is a immortal killer, you could choose to use, not glorious golems, but you could choose to use high performance unit area to give yourself a little bit of additional attack. Although attack increase versus damage increase, generally damage increase is a little bit more favored. And let's see. Oh, Westwolf, how's it going? You're saying hi on Twitch. I missed you here. Just when I thought, I'm not really like I'm not really playing, but I just thought let's at least do something here. Let's at least while I'm here, I have the gems. Why not? Let's do it. And it's still fun to open cards, I guess, right? And so if I had to set up a deck here, what it's going to look like, let's see. Let's change this here. Let's go ahead and unequip everything. Okay. And so what would I do? So let's take a look and see, right? So we're going to take a look at the Dark Commanders. And it's going to be defraggers. I'm going to use Temptress and Earth-Shaking Colossi so that I can get the Beast Killer boost. Honestly, like, you want something that will increase the Dark Gem's damage. The ultimate form is going to have a 300% increased damage, which is going to be good. And since I don't have that, high performance unit area is going to be a good option, so you can make defraggers deal a little bit more damage. And I think what I think is going to be good is to use Citadel. I think a Citadel also upgrades. No, this one increases damage. The Colonian Giant is one that upgrades, right? So upgrades 4 power gems by 1 and then creates 4 dark power gem 5s. It's going to be a toss-up between the Citadel or the Giant. A Citadel gives you a little bit of boost, and the Chelonian Giant gives you the upgrade. I prefer the upgrade, to be honest with you. And so that is one option, or you could go with, New Improved Hero? New and Improved Hero is another one. Like if you're having a hard time with like a lot of the buffs, like if there are multiple buffs that you have to deal with, this one is one that you could go with, and then it does give you a bit of power gems. Long Shot, I think, gives you power gems and self increase. I don't think you really need that, so I'm gonna go with this card here instead, right? So that's probably what I would do. And then let's go ahead and change this to Dark Commander. So then we can do this. Where were all my relics here? So we can do this. And I don't remember if they changed this. I don't know if they did change it, but I remember there were issues, not an issue, but before, these used to break physical shields. And I know that they took away the shields. And then I think they brought it back again, so I'm not sure. So let's see. Has much changed for the good? Honestly, everything is pretty much the same. The only difference is they're doing this thing now where they are giving away this weekly ultimate form. So every day if you log in, at the end of 7 days, they give you a random ultimate form. So in that regard, I think that's good. I hope they keep it up. I mean, this is really the only way that people who are free to play is able to get it. But I feel like that might end after Halloween. So it might have been October special. I just found out about that when I joined in. So I think that's probably an okay deck there. And let's see, is there a setup here that I could use? Where's the trials? One second. Where's the trials here? There's the trials. So let's take a look, right? Let's take a look and see. Do I still have any tokens left? I guess I have a few. Okay, so we can at least do this, right? So let's go ahead and try this against the light one. So we'll summon Alien Angel, and then let's go ahead and battle. Man, I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, so let's go ahead and use our team. So this is the team that uses Heretic Hunters. And so Heretic Hunters with the ultra rare card is the one that would do the upgrade. That is really sort of like the best setup. Unfortunately, with the Dark, I don't have this, but if you have it, that's what you're going to want to use. And so let's try this out. It's going to be all the way to the right, I think. So here's the setup, right? And it's going to be pretty easy to play, I think, if you just go ahead and battle it. Oh my gosh. I have too many units. I need to clear some units. All right. Haven't seen that before. I guess I haven't done enough of a cleanup. What do I do? Where do I... Ah, my goodness. Okay. Oh, I have a lot of wisps. Do I still have to sell a kitty to get a 6-star deck? Honestly, I think so. They have now 6-star wardens. I was kind of playing around and I couldn't even touch them. It was pretty insane. I can only imagine how much it costs to actually get them. But oops, don't sell that one. We'll get rid of all of these guys. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you. Don't need you. I got a lot of things to get rid of. I kind of just like kept them, but don't delete. Don't sell these 4 stars. The 4 stars are extremely hard to get because they offer immunity, and they don't want you to have those cards anymore. Okay, so that should be good. Get a 6-star Dark Pact in the next tier. No, thank you. Let's go ahead and battle. Let's just take a look and just to see, the mechanics of this. Trying to remember with high performance unit area, what you want to do is you want to activate it the turn before you get hit. So I think this is really sort of like what you want to do. And then you have your upgrade, right? You have your upgrade, and you want to upgrade them last. Okay? And so you want to activate, I guess, let's do this first, right? So the ultra rare card first, then we'll do the defraggers, and then you activate the Colossi, and then you go ahead and activate Colonial Giant. So with this, we have a 13, 12, which is not going to be like as great as you could get if you had the full deck, but I think in general this is probably going to be relatively okay. And if you take a look at the damage, it's all going to be 1. So what we're going to do is we're just going to wait until the armor goes down so we can sort of see a relative damage just to kind of get an idea of how much you can actually deal. Okay. Rockdeed, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me here. I'm just doing a short one, just going to showcase sort of like, how this may work. All right, so let's see. It's unfortunate because I think I'm going to end up killing the boss here without being able to deal, because I'm not going to get hit, right? And yeah, I'm just going to end up killing the boss before I can do anything here. And so let's just go ahead and sort of activate it again. So you're going to want to activate it this way. And then this is keep in mind, this is without the boost, right? If I use unit area's boost, I'm going to end up dealing more damage on the defraggers. But otherwise, yeah, the defraggers is still more damage just because it gives its own damage, right? So 275 billion there. Do some math, and then you can sort of like figure out, okay, so this is about how much damage you can do in an event. I think that setup, given sort of the old cards I have, probably the best that I'm going to do. Again, like I think in general, what you want to do is you want to have more upgrades, because the more you can upgrade your cards, your gems, the more damage you can actually deal. So let's see. It's a shame you actually missed the game, but it cost for the same 1 week deck. So I actually, I think now that I've taken a few months to just really just kind of not pay attention to the game, I do have a different perspective around it now. And I think for me, the whole like notion of having to chase a deck on a weekly basis really isn't for me anymore. Like I think there's excitement there, there's something fun, but I think it kind of reinforces this feeling that whatever you have, it just isn't going to retain as much value later. It's exciting for the week of, right? But I think for me, I prefer building up my heroes slowly. And so one thing I do want to say, like, yes, you guys probably know, for those of you who do watch me, I do play Gemstone Legends now. And what I like about it is that I am actually able to build my heroes that I've collected since the day I started, and I'm actually getting it really strong now. So I'm happy about that. And by the way, for anybody who is watching and who hasn't joined, I have an announcement that I'm going to be making for new players that have never installed the game yet. It's going to be really cool. So keep an eye out for that. I will post something. So if you've never played before, it's going to be a really good opportunity for check it out. You can get a lot of really good rewards, and there's going to be some really, really good prizes. So stay tuned for that. Take a look, and or you can ask me if you have any questions. Rockdeed, it's nice to see you as well. So I don't stream as much as I used to. So it's nice to get back into it just for a little bit. I've been making a lot more offline videos. And West Wolf, hope things are good for you in Era Chaos. I haven't played as much. I've logged in here and there, but you guys have really pushed the envelopes on the power level. So it's pretty good to see. And Ashton, how are things going on my side? Doing well, thanks. There's a lot of things happening, a lot of things that are taking up my time right now, so I haven't had as much time to make videos, but I'm really enjoying doing what I'm doing right now. And as you say, Gemstone Legends is really a great game. I'm having a lot of fun there. I think the most important thing for me is just knowing that I have a choice on what I want to work on, and Guild Wars is actually getting introduced very, very soon. Lots and lots of mechanics. I still need to get my head wrapped around it. So Gemstone Legends has a really unique sort of Guild Wars mechanics that's coming out. So I need to study that and take a look. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about it too much here, but I do want to make sure to just kind of give my perspective on things here. Anyways, so going back to this deck here, my thoughts here are if you have the Earthshaking Colossi, it's going to help. It's going to help you out for sure. And the question is, if you have the coins for the Proving Ground store, what should you invest in? And taking a look at this, I think, if you don't already have the Lost Kingdom Guardians, and you can by getting one of these two, I think you should definitely go with this first, because after this season, this will be gone. I think this is one of the best decks in terms of water. Well, not the best deck, but is a really good deck that will have a lot of value overall. A lot of these other decks here, I think they're okay. Like, the Fire version, the Honor Bell Luminaries, it's not quite as good, right? It's usable, but it's not quite as good as the Lost Kingdom Guardians. Not really one that I think is going to be great. The Water deck here, the Water Commander, the Dark Slayer, that's all okay. The light Elheim deck got nerfed so badly that I don't even want to I don't even want to suggest anymore. Now, sort of here are some really good decks, right? So you got you got the Immolating Fae here, and then you have the I forget the ultimate form, the Bloody Mary deck. These are all good. Although I feel like the best one is probably going to be the Colossi. Or the ultimate form for, oh my gosh, the Protectors, Prospective Protectors or something, I can't remember. This deck is also good. All of these are quite good here. And then you also have the Culinary Chefs, the Culinary Kings, right? All really good options. I decided to go with this deck because I don't have this one, and it works for me for this particular event. So lots and lots of really good options now in the Proving Ground store. So hopefully you can pick something that'll help you out, but definitely choose something that can get you hopefully you can get something that gets you an ultimate form. So let's see. West Wolf, you like getting to use everything you collect in Era Chaos. Yeah, it is definitely something that you put a lot of effort in. I haven't had a chance to play as much, and so I'm kind of getting left behind, but I still log in from time to time. Let's see, Ashton, you think it's going to take you 3 or 4 words to wrap your head around it? It's very different every game you played, and I think that is the draw of it, is that there is a lot of, there's a lot of strategy that you put into it, right? And so I enjoy that aspect. I don't think I understood everything yet, and so I'm definitely going to have to. I can't summon this one. I'll spend the 50 on this, because I'm not really collecting the ingots anyways. Let's try it with this deck now. Let's go with one let's go with one key and just see. Right, so I think the thing is, like, every decision you make in your gem match matters. That's what I like. And with Guild Wars, I'm gonna talk about it more, but you're gonna want to really build up a lot of your rare cards. It's gonna be really great. And now that you're in you're now in it together, so congratulations. You're gonna be doing pretty well there. Magic Man, welcome to the stream. Gemstone Legends Guild Wars will be on a whole new level compared to legendaries. 1-a-day crash attacks. So, like, Guild versus Guild in Legendary Game Heroes right now, in my perspective, like, now that I've stepped away, so like the thing here is, like, I stepped away for 4 or 5 months, and I came back thinking, okay, well, I just wanted to check it out, see how things are, and then while I was here, I decided to join my old guild. I decided to join my old guild just to see how things are going, and I'm trying to help out, but man, some of these Guild versus Guild fights now, like, the 5-star wardens, the 6-star wardens, like, we've always talked about how, like, it was skewed way too much for the attackers, but then I kind of look at it now, it's like, wow, like, how do people even attack anymore if they don't have, like, the latest and greatest deck? And I think that's just something that I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I know that people are still really excited about it, because that's, like, the one area in the game that's still really strategic. And I think, for me, it's just that, well, we get that from the regular gameplay. Like, the regular daily boss, like the boss on a daily basis, is something that I spent a ton of time figuring out. And so I get a lot of that already. Guild versus Guild right now, I'm sad to say, like, I am considered one of the weak players at this point. With my cards, it's just not good enough. Can I do this? Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate now, because this is perfect. So I can actually break the armor, get hit. Everything is going to get buffed. And so now let's take a look at relative damage with a 1-key attack using the buffs. Okay, so I got everything here. So remember, we activate in the specific order, so that all the upgrades come last. Oh, and I also have I happen to have this, so let's see how much damage I can do. So this is a 12 and 12, but I kind of have a little cluster there. So you can see the damage difference, right? 33.8 trillion versus 1 trillion with a single key attack. So you can just see how much more the defraggers, how much more damage the defraggers deal. And so that's why having the high performance unit area still works if you don't have the current event deck. If you have the current event deck, you probably don't want to use high performance unit area, or maybe you do to make defraggers deal more damage. I would say play around and see what works best for you. Okay, so that's the deck there. Again, not very difficult in terms of, like, figuring out what to activate first. Just basic gem spawners first, and then the pure upgraders last. And then you can just kind of go in between, and you're gonna have you're gonna be able to activate your cards and optimize your damage. As I mentioned, you haven't played in a while. Yeah, I think I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces now in a lot of familiar faces. Like not feeling like I'm completely out there, because a lot of you guys have joined me, which is really good. Michelle, let's see. Missed the first, but you're going to need to rewatch this entire stream. Yeah, I just did a little bit of a poll. I got lucky with an ultra rare card, although I couldn't get the full deck. But, I actually got 2 ultra rare cards now in both streams. So I feel like, I'm getting pretty lucky there. So can't complain about that. And you thought it was for Gemstone Legends. I haven't really been doing a stream for Gemstone. I've just been doing offline videos. I've been really busy, and I've been stretched thin, like real life busy, not like games busy, but real life busy. So haven't had as much time as I would like, but hopefully I'll be able to free up some time and I'll do something more. Let's see. Nixie Pixie, you're going to have to play again. No, actually, I wouldn't say so. I am just doing this. Like, I'm not actually playing the events or anything. I just thought that it would be, it'd be nice to catch up with some of you that, only join me if I'm playing Legendary Game of Heroes. And so I figured, hey, let's talk to the people and see how things are going. But I'll probably do this not weekly, like once every couple of weeks. I might try it. I know that there's going to be a new Halloween event, like they're trying to give away free decks or something. If they give me a free deck, then I'll try it out. But if not, then there are a lot of other things happening. And what I'll say is, new things are happening for Gemstone Legends. A lot of really good stuff coming up. Giving you a little teaser here. There's going to be I made an announcement. There's going to be an announcement I'm going to be making for a contest that's coming up, and going to be some really good prizes there. So keep an eye out for that one. And then join me in my videos. You can find out more, or my Discord server. The link is in the description below. Belly DBOs, it's good to see him stream about. Did what I can. I did what I can with my recommendations based on my collection of the cards I have, and hopefully by this point everybody's got a chance to use their coins to get one of these cards. So I hopefully am not doing something that is too out of reach for you guys. All right. And let's see. Nixie Pixie, so he's actually free Ultimate Heroes. You've been seeing this advertised all over. Nixie Pixie, I don't know how to. I think it's really just if you log in every day for 7 days, you get a free one. But I'll tell you, this is what I got. This is what I got in my last hero. Where did it go? Where did the team go? This is what I got, the Stalking Nightmares. I wasn't logging every day. I just kind of, whenever I do kind of check in, I would log in, and then after claiming 7 times, you get a free one. But it could be as old as something from 2 years ago. Gary Castle, you've missed me showing the event deck every week. Yeah, so like, how are things going with the other content creators? Like, I've heard good things about some of the others, and hopefully hopefully you're giving them support as well. I think that some of others, like I think Octane Game is still, I think he's still doing it, right? Octane and what was that? MCW, I think. And there is there's one more. Sorry, the name is escaping me, but. There are at least three I know that are still doing Legendary Game of Heroes. So please support them. They're doing good work as well. Give them feedback on how they could be better if that's something that you're looking for. I do what I can, so I appreciate your support. And Nutella, guten Morgen, good morning to you as well. And so that's that's the countdown. But I think after Halloween, I think it's gonna end, right? So just I just kind of did it, but I didn't benefit from it. So what I think, this particular event, I think if you like the Heretic Hunters, you're going to like the Infernal Trials deck. And if you have good Dark Commanders, then you'll probably do well. It's, I think that's what I think. There are a lot of other cards I'm missing, so I haven't been able to, I'm not going to be able to showcase those. So if you have those older ones, you'll probably set already. Like I'm seeing people with like 100 quadrillion type damage and stuff like in two events ago, and I just kind of feel like, okay, not where I'm at anymore, but I'm still just here to try and provide some feedback I have. And the unfortunate thing is, like, you notice that I'm still not using the event card. I'm still not using the support card. And really what I'm showing is I'm just showing previous ultimate forms. That's unfortunately just how things are. Because if you use the regular support card or event card, you're not really going to benefit from it. So nothing has changed from that regard, right? So things are still very much the same, although there are some good things here that I'm seeing. And so hope you guys have a good event, and it's really good to see you guys. Like, I hoped I can do another stream, and it's going to be a legendary game. It's going to be a Gemstone Legends stream the next time I do one. And come join me. Like, even if you don't play the game, even if you don't know much about it, just come by, just hang out and have a chat. And I hope that I could see you all again. So that's going to be it for me for today, guys. We can keep this relatively short, even though it's a stream. So all the information about the game, all, my summoning, all of that is in the very beginning. So hopefully that helps you out, and we can chat more. Chat about other things in my streams, etc. But I think for me, primarily, like, what I really enjoy really is on the Gemstone Legends for a reason. I really enjoy the strategy part of it, and I don't actually spend a lot of my efforts pulling for new heroes, even though there are still regularly new heroes coming out, because the ones that you can get for free are really useful. So I enjoy playing with that and thinking about the strategic area about it, and that's why I spend a lot of my time is spent there, just kind of thinking about that. And now with Guild Wars coming, it's gonna be a new thing, guys. This is gonna be like really cool. I'm gonna be spending a lot of my time figuring out the mechanics, and that's really what I love, right? Figuring out mechanics, do something, like figure it out, try to optimize it, try to do the best I can. That's something I really enjoy. So I'm looking forward to having a good time there. So yeah, next week, check out the streams and check out the videos. And next time I have one, just come join me and have a conversation. Let's see. They divided. Let's see what. Ashton, yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you later. So let's see. Magic Man, they created a division between Platinum and Gold guilds, with only Platinum guild getting materials for 6-star wardens unless you spend hundreds. What's in the nail coffin for you? Yeah, I mean, guild versus guild. Here, that is basically what it is, right? And so let's take a look at our opponents today. Before I go, here's our opponents. One of the last two opponents we have, I was seeing like 900, 800 regularly. Like everyone had like 800, and so now I think like the average is what, like over 500. 500,000 power is like the average now, right? Like look at this, everyone's over 500. I'm barely in the 400. Area, right? So everyone is like at least 400, and that was a big deal when I left. Now like 500-600 is the norm, and so eventually it's going to be like 1 million's the norm and all that. Like I just can't keep up with that. So definitely a lot of challenge for the people who are just starting out to play. So you can't really join a big guild for that reason, and because of that you can't really get the good rewards, which is too bad. Anyways, that's going to be it for me for today, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining me. It's been wonderful to see you all, and hopefully you have a good time with the event. But don't forget, take a look in the description below. There's more information about it. If you're looking forward to checking out Gemstone Legends, you want to install it, the link to install is in my description as well. And it's actually really easy. If you install the game using the link that I have in my description, you get $50 worth of gifts, like without doing anything else. Like you just install, play game, and you get it. They used to have this thing where you need to enter a separate code. They've taken all that away. Now you just install the game, you get it, right? So take a look, and then if you have questions, feel free to email me, or not email me. You can message me on Discord. My Discord server link is also below. So take a look and join me here. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care, everybody.